Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy and this is Happiness Created. I have a really great video for you. It's part of a playlist. I'll have more on that in just a bit. DIY number 1. I have this wood blank that I got from Michael's and this gorgeous rice paper from My Victorian Heart. I will have her channel. I will have her website linked down below. Go check her out. She has some gorgeous stuff. So I'm just, finding where I want the picture to be, and I'm just creasing where the wood ends so that I can tear the paper. I don't like the straight lines, so I tear around it. Then I'm going to take some Mod Podge and I'm going to go over just the back, like the top back part of the picture, just so that I can get it started. And if you haven't worked with this rice paper, it's amazing, and it's nothing like tissue paper or napkins. There's almost no creasing at all ever, at least for me. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish Mod Podging this picture down to this piece of wood. And there you have it. So now I'm going to take this metallic rose gold and I'm going to go around all of the edges of this wood blank, and I'm going to do like almost like a dry brush, if you will, on the top part, like where the picture is of the wood piece. So you can see here what I'm doing. And I'm not going to make you watch me paint all of it because that would get kind of boring. So I have these small rose gold snowflakes that I got from Hobby Lobby, and the bigger sized ones. They are from the mini tree section. I got them for 90% off, but they're gorgeous. I bought all I could buy. So anyway, so now I'm just going to start adding some of the smaller ones and the bigger ones, just kind of all over this picture. And that's it for this one. I think this is absolutely stunning. I love it so much. Let me know what you guys think. This video is part of the Winter Wonderland open playlist. It is hosted by my sweet friend Shawnee from Glitzy Stitches Home DIY and myself. We got together and got some other amazing creators to join us. So I will have Shawnee's channel as well as the playlist in my description box down below. Make sure you go check it out and let everyone know that I sent you. DIY number 2. I have these plastic snowflakes from the Dollar Tree and one of the wood blanks that I got from Michael's. I covered it with the Waverly Antique Wax, and now I have this edging stuff that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's really stiff and it's a little difficult to work with, but not too bad. So I'm just going to frame out this picture, like as you can see right there, and I'm just going to hot glue those pieces right to the edges of this picture. So once I have everything measured and cut, I'm just going to hot glue the pieces right down into place as I just said. Now I'm going to take the snowflakes and I'm just going to cut off the tags and I'm going to hot glue them to this picture. Then I'm going to take more of those rose gold snowflakes and I'm going to glue one in the center of each of the big snowflakes, and then I'm just going to start placing them all around this picture. Once I get the snowflakes in place, that's it for this picture. I love this picture. I think it's so beautiful. I love all the colors. They just kind of flow together. I don't know. I love it. Let me know what you guys think of this one. So I wanted to let you know I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee page if you are interested in supporting my channel. Either way, come on over to my social media channels and say hey. I would love to hear from you. DIY number 3. I have these white cloths from the automotive section and I'm going to cut one of them. I believe I get 5 or 6 pieces out of this one, and then I do have to cut a couple pieces out of a second one. Now, looking back on this, I would have done it a different way, but I still love how this came out. I got one of these 18-inch, I believe it is. Yeah, it's 18. Wreath forms from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to just start hot gluing and wrapping this white cloth all around this wreath form. And I wrap it like you would a ribbon. Now, again, looking back, I probably would have gone around the other way so that you couldn't see like the layers. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but anyway, that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to cover the entire wreath with this white cloth. Then I'm just going to, once I get to the end, just making a couple extra loops around what will be the bottom part of this wreath. Now I'm taking more of this cloth because I want to try to make like a, not a nest per se, but a nest. And you'll see here are the reasons why. I got these off of Amazon. They're gorgeous, guys. I love them. So my favorite are the snowy owls, the snow owls. Look at how beautiful they are. Oh my goodness, I love these things. So anyways, I'm trying to figure out the best way to make a perch or something along those lines for them to sit on. So I start by rolling up this piece and then realize it's way too big. So I just cut it. Anyway, I'm just going to mess around with this for a little bit. And then I do end up rolling it up and hot gluing it right into place in the center at the bottom of this wreath. Right about there. And then I am going to take another piece to kind of hide those layers at the very bottom. I don't know. I guess I was trying to make an extension of this perch, if you will. I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to do, but I knew in my head what I wanted to do, but oh, you know how it goes. So anyway, if you just watch, I think you'll understand better than me trying to explain it to you. So once I got the top part glued on, I started with the bottom. Now, looking back, I should have waited to do this part until later on, but I still made it work anyway. So here I am, just hot gluing it to the back of this wreath. Okay, now that that's down, I am going to re-glue this piece to the bottom like a perch. And then what I end up doing is I end up like smushing the sides down so that the owls will sit flatter. Now I got this tree branch thing from Michael's like a lifetime ago. So I'm just hot gluing a large piece of it to this side of the wreath, and then I will add a smaller piece on the other side. Again, I did some thinking after the fact. This is a little side heavy. These branches are pretty heavy. So I still made it work. It hangs beautifully. It's gorgeous. I'm in love with it. But note to those who want to try this, try to make the tree branches even on both sides. Now I'm going to take these other branches, which I got at Michael's as well. The same century I got the other ones. I honestly can't remember how long it's been. But anyways, and I'm just going to add some of these. They've got like little, I don't know, it looks like little icicles on them. Not icicles, but like ice cubes. So I don't know. Anyway, we'll call them icicles. I'm going to hot glue that to the side, and I do add a smaller piece on the right hand side as well. Now I'm going to take my darling little owls, and I am going to hot glue them right to the perch. Now I do have to do some hot gluing to the perch to make it sit forward, if that makes sense, because they of course wanted to fall backwards when I lifted it, but I figured it out. So I'm taking this dowel and I'm going to cut it into 3 pieces, and I am going to cut a hole in. See, remember earlier I said I shouldn't have hot glued the bottom part that I wrapped around. This is why I ended up having to cut holes in it anyways to get the dowel. But it all worked out. It's all good. So I'm hot gluing the dowel to the wreath and the back of the owl, as you can see here. And then I take another piece of that white fabric, towel, cloth, whatever you want to call it, and it just covers the dowel. So now they sit perfectly. Then I got this ribbon last year for 90% off at Michael's. It's beautiful, but it makes a mess because it's glitter, but it's worth it because it's gorgeous. So I just cut 2 pieces, one longer than the other, and I did the awareness ribbon. I'm scrunching it in the center and tying a knot in the back. Now I did originally think that I was going to be able to cover the jute, because if you've been with me long enough, you know I don't like the jute showing unless it's like a farmhouse kind of thing. But otherwise, I like to cover the jute. So anyways, I'm dovetailing the ends. I'm going to take an extra piece of the solid ribbon and I am going to cover the jute, which won't allow me to use the long strings in the back of the jute. I'm probably not making any sense, but I'm trying to cover the jute. I left the tails in the back long enough because I wanted to just tie it around the wreath, but it didn't work out. So I ended up cutting those tails off and just hot gluing the ribbon to the top of the wreath. Once I get the ribbon attached, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to cover the rest of those dowel pieces with just one complete piece of this cloth so that it just looks more finished. Then I'm going to take more of those snowflakes, which by the way match perfectly with this ribbon. So I'm just going to hot glue a bunch of the snowflakes all around this piece, including a big one on the middle of the bow. And that's it for this. Oh my goodness, I love this wreath. I think it came out so beautiful. I love these owls. Let me know what you guys think of this one. I want to thank Shawnee for hosting this playlist with me. I had so much fun making these. And I want to thank everybody who's joined us. Don't forget to check out the playlist. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up for me. It really helps me out. If you're new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I hope you'll consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. I thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me, and I will see you next time.